We'd like to thank our officials for their dedication to Section 3 football. Thank you, officials.
If you're not sure what to shoot, just look and see what I got.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to maybe the last rendition of high school football with NBC Watertown here in the first round of Section 3 playoffs for concluding, at least starting to conclude, a very successful and exciting high school football season. I'm Tyler Clemens here with NBC Watertown. We will have the Skaneateles Lakers taking on the General Brown Lions momentarily as you see the captains at midfield right now taking the coin toss. It's possibly the last game that we will be covering here for this season, so we're very excited to bring this to you live here on NBCWatertown.com. Looks like it's going to be General Brown who will receive, and they will be defending the right side of your screen to start things off.
Really nice setup if you could have had one down on the field.
As Skaneateles won the toss, and they have chosen to defer to the second half. So a little strategy to start things off. I've always been a fan of deferring to the second half. I know some people like to set the tone early, have confidence in your offense to get the ball, go right down the field to put up the first points of the game. I've always liked the mentality of kicking it away, putting faith in the defense to get a stop, getting those first points on the scoreboard still, and then in the back pocket still knowing that you have the second half to receive as well. I mean, there's advantages, disadvantages to both sides, obviously, but I've always been a fan to defer. That's the tactic that Skaneateles chose today, and General Brown will be receiving to start things off here at Fisher Field in a gorgeous General Brown facility that's used quite frequently in the area as kind of a neutral grounds, per se. A very nice turf field put in quite a few years back, aptly named for a former football coach, Fisher Field. We do have some sponsors that have made this season possible to bring you high school football action right to your living room. Skaneateles Ford is our overall sponsor out there in Carthage. They have the best selection of Ford vehicles, both new and used. You got to go check them out. That's Skaneateles Ford on Route 26. A couple more sponsors, and I'll get them to you as we kick it away here. Nice low kick, a kind of a low line drive, goes out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Call on the field is that it did touch the kick returner before going out of bounds, so it will not be a penalty to bring it out to the 40-yard line. Instead, it will be General Brown ball around the 12-yard line. I also want to tell you about Amco Transmissions. They'll be sponsoring every touchdown as they have throughout the entire season. They're a local car company with a national brand. It's the best of both worlds. That's Amco Transmissions on Factory Street. One man in motion to start things off. The first play from scrimmage in this Section 3 Class C first round playoff game. Looks like about a 3-yard gain to start things off. 2nd and 7 for the General Brown Lions. Carthage Area Hospital is also a sponsor. They have some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country. They'll also be asking us to pick an MVP of the game, and we will do that at the conclusion or just about the conclusion of the fourth quarter. One man in motion for the second play from scrimmage. It's a nice run up the middle, little fullback dive. Goes for maybe a few yards, keeps them on schedule, and it looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 opportunity here for the Lions. Tavon Hunt on the carry that time. This 3rd and 3 opportunity. It's going to be a first down and then some. Charging through the line of scrimmage, getting to about the 30-yard line before making contact. And that'll be a first down for the General Brown Lions, who very key part of that opening set of downs is just staying on schedule. They picked up 3 yards, just not putting themselves in an opportunity where they have to kind of get out of their comfort zone. A good job there the first set of downs. Pass play here for McManaman. He's going to look to the fullback and hit immediately as he was trying to make that catch. That was Seamus Devine. And that'll be second down now and 10. We'll see how much General Brown tends to go to the pass. They did quite a bit last time when we covered a General Brown game at Lowville, a game where General Brown, right from the opening kickoff, had total control over. General Brown might have gotten away with a false start there, but it works out for the Lakers. Is in the backfield. The Lions get dumped. That was McManaman, who had no room to run on the quarterback keeper. And that'll bring up now a very uncomfortable 3rd and 11, 3rd or 12 situation. I just talked about the last set of downs where General Brown stayed ahead of schedule the entire time. Now they're kind of in a very uncomfortable situation. They're going to have to go to the pass, and they will, and it's picked off. The Lakers taking it back the other way. Good defense that time by Patrick Hare, and he does take it for a pick 6. Big change, turning point here in the first quarter. Lions pick up the first down with ease, and then the second set of downs, they turn it over on a pick 6. Lakers up 6 early on after deferring to kick to start things off here in this Section 3 Class C playoff game. We'll see it here. McManaman knew he was going to have to go to the pass here. He knew exactly where he wanted to go, looked him down the entire way, and just good anticipation by Patrick Hare, the senior linebacker, was able to step in front and pick it off. That's going to put the Lakers up 6 with a possible point after pending. The kick is up, and it does look good from this perspective, and it is. 7-0 the score here at Fisher Field. General Brown sees himself down a touchdown after taking the opening kickoff. That touchdown, as all touchdowns, are sponsored by Amco Transmissions out there in Watertown on Coffeen Street. I've said it once, I've said it again, I'll say it a few more times in tonight's matchup. They are a local family, a local company with a national brand. It truly is the best of both worlds. They don't just do transmissions as well, total car care and all sorts of car services. You just got to go check them out. That's Amco Transmissions out there on Coffeen Street. Well, I have a second as well. I want to tell you about Dining for Charities. Dining for Charities is a program with NBC Watertown where you can go on NBCWatertown.com. You can go to our website, click on the Dining for Charities banner, and you can find gift certificates for different companies, different restaurants, and businesses in our local area, and you can save. You can get 50% off these certificates, and also proceeds will go to a local charity, so it's the best of both worlds. Go online, NBCWatertown.com, Dining for Charities. Kickoff went exactly to plan for the Lakers. A nice low squib kick that carried all the way to the back line of the turf, really to about the 2 or 3 yard line. I think it was touched by Chamberlain, so he had to go back and still receive it. And then by the time he was able to pick up the ball and turn upfield, he had really no place to go. So, I mean, the best opportunity here for the Lakers here to maybe force another turnover and go up 14. There's a pitch play now. It's going to be Natali trying to find some more running room. Taken down by a few Lakers there. I think it was Louis Richards on the stop for the Lakers first. That's a good first down play for the Lakers, though. It does go for about 8 yards. Kind of a risky play going with the pitch opportunity, putting the running back deep in the end zone, having to really scamper past the line of scrimmage. Nonetheless, good blocking up front in an 8-yard gain. Up the middle again. This is definitely going to go for a first down and then some. Charging forward past the 25-yard line. That's called the 27. And that is a big General Brown first down. Really needed that to kind of keep this drive moving and get the momentum turning back into their favor, because right now the Lakers have stole it. One man in motion now for McManaman. He goes back to the pitch again. It's Natali, I believe, and he's not going to gain much. Maybe a yard or so. Good defense on the outside for the Lakers.
A yard, it'll be 2nd down and 9 now for the Lions.
Last time, General Brown kind of got backed up on their kind of plan to pick up the first down. They had to go back to the pass. We'll see how often they do go back to the pass after the opening interception, pick 6. They're in an opportunity to go to the air now. They're going to need about 5 yards or so to pick up the first down. Their run attack can easily get 5 yards at any play, at any down, at any given time. Their offensive line is just that good to create the holes, and they have 3 or 4 backs that they can call to pick up 5 yards. Now, we'll see if they do go to the air. They will not. They'll give it to Malcolm, and Malcolm does not get the yards needed there. Maybe about to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Maybe a yard. We'll call it a yard. And now we'll see if General Brown goes to the punt team. I think they will. Platoon swap taking place. So not exactly how you want to start things off if you're the Lions. A pick 6 to give up some points, and then a 4 and out. Actually, well, not 4 and out, but having to punt it away. Snap is good, and the punt is high. Did not get all of it for sure, and actually now it's rolling back in an unfavorable way for the Lions. Downed on their own side of the field by Armando Orsesi. General Brown the favorites in this game, though. Obviously, home team, they're the 3 seed in the playoffs, and Skaneateles came into this matchup and just punched him in the jaw. Opening pick 6 to put up 7 points, and now they get the ball back without General Brown putting up any points, and they get the ball on the offensive side of the field. So this will be the first set of downs for the Lakers, despite the points on the board from the defensive side of the ball. Patrick Hare will be the quarterback, obviously, and he already has a touchdown without even having the offense take the field. Opening play is a pitch to the right. That's going to be good yards for the Lakers. It's Grayson Brunell, who's going to get a first down. I do believe there is some laundry on the field, however, so we'll see if this play stands or if it gets called back. So it's actually a false start on the offense prior to the snap. So it's going to push the Lakers back 5 yards and will negate that opening play. Although that play does not count, very successful first play of the game for the Lakers. It can't be something that maybe bleeds confidence here for the Lions. Hare in the gun. And he's going to keep it himself up the middle with power. He's driving defenders. He picks up a few more yards after contact. Seamus Devine in there first for the Lions. And it's going to give a 2nd and 9 opportunity for the Lakers. Good drive or good play. Starting this drive off 1st and 15. Gets them pretty close on the getting back to schedule. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for the Lakers. They're spreading it out, creating some room in the middle. Pass is dropped by the Lakers. It was a pass that had a lot of steam on it. Just couldn't corral at that time was Nico Decker. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9. This would be a big stop for the Lions if they can get the Lakers off the field. I don't think it's going to be 4 down territory if the ball doesn't move forward. Now, if they get 4 or 5 yards, then I can see the Lakers having a conversation about going for it and and trying to make it 4-down territory. But as the ball rests right now, I don't see it being a situation where they automatically go for it on 4th down. Could still be a punt opportunity. Hare gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself. And a good defensive play in the backfield. Armando Orses gets in there, and he stops Hare behind the line of scrimmage, or maybe right at the line. So now it'll be 4th down, and there's a decision to be made on the Lakers sideline. I think if it's me, I punt it away here, put the faith in the defense, who have stepped up twice already in the opening quarter. I think the Lakers do want to go for it. Here we go. 2 to the right, 1 way to the left, with a running back in as well, tight end to help block. Hard count, and now the snap. It's going to be a pass to the right side, and a screen pass going back the other way, and it's going to be incomplete, but a flag on the play. Could be an eligible man downfield, I believe. That's where the flag was resting. I'd be interested to see. We'll get the call in here. It is going to be on the Lakers. So that's obviously going to be declined. The Lions with a big stop, keeping the score 7-0, getting the ball back for the 3rd time in the opening quarter. And this is going to be a big drive for the Lions to put up points and make a statement, get the fans back into the ball game. Hey, Skaneateles Ford is a valued sponsor of our live streams. They're out there in Carthage with the best new and used selection of Ford vehicles, also updating their service as well. It's Skaneateles Ford. They're an overall sponsor. Now the Lions will take advantage of the 1st down play right down the left side of the field. Natali takes the triple option past the 40-yard line, deep into offensive territory. That's a huge play on 1st down to get the Lions back involved. We'll see here on the replay, 1 man in motion. It's going to be the guy who ends up taking it. Nice triple option. McManaman really hid that ball as he faked the handoff up the middle, and the Lions made him pay. 1st and 10 now, as now it's McManaman taking it himself, bouncing off tacklers. Hare finally takes him down.
McManaman on the keeper off the right-hand side. Moving up about 7 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 3.
So after the 1st down rush by the quarterback, it'll be about 2nd and 3 as we approach the 5-minute mark, and a beautiful night for football here in Dexter, New York. Natali gets the pitch as he was in motion. Gets to about the 25-yard line, easily enough for a 1st down. Will move the chains. Another huge 1st down for the Lions, making a statement in their 3rd drive of the game. Haven't been able to get a lot moving in their favor in the first couple drives. This drive, this is General Brown football that we've all come to know and love. With pace now, the Lions go. Pretty quickly. This will be McManaman taking himself, tries to juke up field. Does a great decision not to flip the ball back to Natali. The Lakers had that play covered very, very well. Would have been a mistake that possibly could go for another turnover. Second and 8 now as we're past the 5-minute mark into the 4.5. 7-0 the score. Skaneateles has come out and been the aggressors to start things off. Devine gets the carry this time. That's a good rush on 2nd down. It's going to be just shy of a 1st down, however. It'll be a 3rd and 1. The playbook is wide open here. It's a definite 4-down territory for the home team. Home faithful finally starting to get involved. It's really starting to get a little bit louder down there just beneath us. Devine running with power. Should get a 1st down here where they're marking the ball. And that's a big run there for Devine. Get the 1st down, move the chains for a fresh set of downs. I think he was hit short of a 1st down to start things off, but he was able to kind of get the leverage and just drive forward for a couple more yards. Proved key there on that play. Now Malcolm with a little hurdle. Taken down by Torrin Bennett. Good play on 1st down. You get about 5, which is exactly what you want. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5. No real desire for the Lions to put the ball in the air after the early drive turnover. having some success on this drive, just running the ball. A couple dive plays, a couple option plays, and they have themselves in business past the 10-yard line. Another 3rd down and 1 situation. This scenario is a little bit harder as they're backed up against their own goal line, or the Lakers' goal line. Defense a little more packed in. Devine up the middle. He bounces off original tackler. Gets to about the 2 or 3 yard line. Easily a 1st down. And they're going to spot him down at the 2-yard line. So John Brown has 4 plays now to match the score. Point after pending. So far, Skaneateles has not had a lot of success stopping the halfback dive right up the middle. Malcolm in motion here. He's going to go to the halfback dive. It should be very close to a 1st down, and they will give the touchdown. Excuse me, touchdown. Very close to the touchdown, and Devine is the one who puts the points on the board. At first glance, it looked like he might have been stopped short, but that second effort once again for Devine, who has proven to really have the ability to pick up those tough yards. So after the extra point is no good, Skaneateles will retain the lead, 7-6. The score as we approach the final minutes of the first quarter. John Brown now back in business, 7-6. Of course, that is an Amco Transmissions touchdown out there on Coffeen Street. Total Car Care Service, not just transmissions. That's Amco Transmissions. You'll see the Simmons family for all your car needs. Also, Car of the Dre Hospital is another sponsor. They have some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country, and I don't know about you, but that's really important to me. They also have specialists in the labor and delivery department. Go and check them out. That's Carthage Area Hospital.
Back to the Lakers, number 80, Nate Shattuck. Also number 9, Jason Brunel.
So John Chamberlain's going to kick it away. Big booming kick, but way, way, way out of bounds. So that's going to be a penalty flag on the play. You know, at Lowville, we saw General Brown kick the ball out of bounds probably 2 or 3, possibly even 4 times. The penalty will be accepted. And looks like there's some confusion as to what ball is going to be placed down for the Lakers. Lakers will take it on the right hash mark at the 35-yard line. So this is where their second drive will take off. Air back there for the Lakers. That's going to be Brunel next to him. One man in motion. That's Decker. They're going to get it to Brunel. He's going to gain a few yards. Call about 4 or 5. Seamus Devine on the stop with Devin Hicks for the Lions. You can tell that the Lakers are very comfortable putting the ball in the air. They did it a couple times on the opening drive during warm-ups. That was pretty much all that they practiced was pass plays. Harry now checks to the right. He's going to give it to a full or to the halfback up the middle. He's going to gain a few yards. Not much to be had there.
Gain about 4 yards. Bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Lakers.
So that'll bring up about 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. It's a fake to the halfback, and then it's going to be stopped in the backfield. Natali with a big play on Heron. He's not going to get the yards needed to get the 1st down. And now this is where that opening 4th down fail on offense might kind of linger with the coaching staff of the Lakers. It doesn't look like it. There's really no movement on the sideline to bring in the punt team. So it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. I love the confidence that the Lakers coaching staff has in this offense. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right with a running back in to help block. See if they go back to the pass. Actually, it is going to be a punt, so a little bit of a trickeration here for the Lakers, lining up like they're going to go for it. It was just a quick catch and punt, and it's going to work out. Goes down to about the 12-yard line where the Lakers started off in their first drive of the ball game. I did not see the punt coming there. It looked like they were going to line up to go for it. So I take everything back about how I like the confidence of the Lakers coaching staff. That's all null and void. One man in motion, and it's going to be a fullback dive. Instead, a triple option. Nice play by McManaman, hiding that ball, getting it to Natali at the last second, and that's going to be a big play for the Lions. I believe a 1st down by maybe about a yard on an 11-yard play, and that'll be how the first quarter concludes. So Lions got off to a little bit of a shaky start here at Fisher Field, but really bared down and rallied. They have a 7-6 disadvantage right now, but driving with the ball. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the second quarter.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
They're back to the field. 1st and 10 here for the Lions after the 11-yard rush from Natali to start things off on their 4th drive of the game. Lions have gone turnover for a pick 6, punt, touchdown, and we'll see what they do here on their 4th attempt. Opening down rush gets a few yards, not much to be had. Will Feeney was on the stop, the junior, for the Lakers. The second effort did kind of help the Lions there on that run. Gets about maybe 3 or 4. I think a pretty favorable spot here for the officials. 2nd and 6 will be what the scoreboard says. 20-man in motion for General Brown. The McManaman who gets a good second effort as his jersey's getting pulled down. He is going to move the pile to about a 3rd and 3 opportunity. Originally, he was stopped almost immediately, but he kind of spun out of a would-be tackler. Big 3rd down play for the Lions to keep this drive going. One man in motion. He's going to pitch it to him. It's Natali. He finds a lane. Now cutting up field. Good 3rd down conversion as he gets to about the 40-yard line. 5 more yards than needed. And that's a big 1st down for the Lions. General Brown fans now really getting involved. We didn't see that much in the first quarter, but now the chants and cheers are coming back to root on these Lions. Pretty passionate fan base. You can say most schools have a really passionate fan base, but here in football season, the Lions bring it to another level. All of a sudden, the fans come out in full force in Dexter when it comes playoff time. They know what's at stake with a perennial great football team that they have. Second and 6 now as General Brown chooses to kind of slow things down a little bit. I've liked the play calls so far. I know they're a little, maybe not as gung-ho about going to the pass after the opening pick 6, but the way they've mixed the run plays in there, going left and right, some triple options, some halfback dives, they've really kept the Lakers on their toes. Big first down by Natalia that time. Be about 5 more yards than needed. It'll be about to the 45-yard line. It'll be a first down. The key thing here for Skaneateles is it does not look like they have a deep bench. So the more success the Lions have on the ground, the more tired their front seven is going to get, and it usually translates to more success later on as the game goes a little bit deeper. Little victory that time for the Lakers. So only a 1-yard gain on the ground for the Lions. It'll be 2nd and 9. Gorgeous night for late October football, however. No clouds in the sky whatsoever. Very clear night. Crisp in the air. Of course, I wouldn't be able to tell because we're in a nice heated booth here at General Brown. And a big pass for McManaman as it's going to go for a first down and then some. Originally, it looked like he might get taken down in the backfield. Instead, he was able to get it to Devine. We'll watch it here as Natalie goes in motion. A fake pitch. He tries to get it to him on the screen. A good play to get out of the would-be tackler. And he finds Devine, who doesn't give up on the play. That's probably the most key part of that entire play is originally that was not meant for Devine. He kept his route active, however. Got open for the quarterback as he was struggling to find a receiver, and that's where they're going to get a first down out of that play. A nice job by the Lions. That's the mentality you really can't coach. It's a feel for the game that very few players have. And now in the play to proceed, that is going to be a nice 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 opportunity for the home team. Devine's going to get the carry. He will be close to a first down. I believe they are going to mark him about a yard short. So 3rd and 1 opportunity for the Lions. This has been about 100% success rate so far in this game. Of course, the broadcaster's jinx doesn't exist, right? And this time it will not. First down for the Lions with ease. Natalie takes the pitch. And it's going to be a goal-to-go situation for the home team. About 8-yard line is where Natalie was taken down. The thing about goal-to-goal situations for the Lions, they have so many opportunities. They have about 3 or 4 different running backs, fullbacks that they can call on to go get the tough yards. And this time it's Natalie who makes it happen. Easily, I might add, as he dances and scampers into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown for the Lions. And just like that, they take the lead, 12-7 in the second quarter of play. The lane just opened right up for Natalie, and now the Lions will go for 2 here. They're going to go to the air for it. A little screen pass, and it's going to work. Malcolm gets the 2-point conversion as we see some protests from the side of the Lakers. Maybe a pick play they were trying to call out for the officials. Falls on deaf ears, however. The General Brown Lions will take the 14-7 lead, up 7 in the second quarter. And after that opening pick 6, the Lions have really bared down, and the discipline from this team has put them right back in the lead. That's something you just can't coach, is discipline. As always, our touchdowns are sponsored by Amco Transmissions on Coffeen Street. Give them a call. It's Amco Transmissions. Chamberlain to kick things off for the Lions. It's going to go and be fielded at about the 16-yard line. And giving himself up at the 25-yard line was Nate Shattuck. So now the Lakers. Offense hasn't found a lot of success. It was the defense that put the points on the board. Sooner rather than later, the Lakers are going to have to get something moving on offense. I know they're only down 7 points here, but you let the lead continue to increase, and then all of a sudden they know that you're just putting the ball in the air, and it gets very, very difficult to make up ground. You really don't want to fall too far behind on a team that has so much success running the ball as the General Brown offense does as well. The clock continues to run. It's tiresome to try to get the ball back. Goes without saying the Lakers need to put up points, but they obviously need to do it in a hurry as well. Play call comes in for the 2nd down and 10 opportunity. Hare takes the snap. He fakes the pitch and cuts up the middle of the field. Good interior defense for the Lions. There's about 4 or 5 in on that stop. Natalie, I think, was in there first, but you also had help from Wyatt Helds and Gabe Rowley. And now it's a pretty uncomfortable 3rd and 7 or 8. Let's call it 8. So the past few drives past couple drives, the Lions have been able to put up points. They've always stayed on schedule on every set of downs. 4 yards here, 5 yards here. Never getting in a situation where you need a boatload of yards. This is what the Lakers need right now. A screen pass, a good play call. Let's see if it gets the first down yardage. It does. Big hit at the end of the play by Malcolm. Nonetheless, it was Nico Decker who was able to push the ball past the first down marker. It's 1st and 10 for the Lions at about the 38-yard line. I love that play call for the Lakers. Just get the ball out quickly to the playmaker and let him get the yards he needs. We'll see if they go back to it or if they keep throwing the ball down the middle of the field, which hasn't really panned out for him yet. Here now rolls to the left. Shot out of a cannon this time is going to be number 52, McManaman. Good play by Hare to actually get the ball away, but just did not have any room to move was Brunel who caught the pass. And that's going to be a huge loss for the Lakers going really backwards. Look at the speed out of the middle of the defense by Brock McManaman. Good awareness by the quarterback just to get the ball away and find a running back who was in the area, but Brunel didn't have any place to run either. Just great defense, rallying defense by the Lions. Just a lot of speed in the middle and making life difficult for the Lakers. Passing territory here now. You got a running back to the right, 2 receivers to the right as well, and 2 to the left. No tight end to help block. It's going to be a screen pass. And a good defensive play by himself out on the opposite side of the field. That was Seamus Devine who hit him first. And all of a sudden the Lions are playing with a different sense of enthusiasm and intensity that we didn't see in the first quarter. So that'll bring up 3rd and, let's just call it 3rd and long, because I don't have to take my shoes off to count. We'll go 3rd and maybe 23. Fake pass, and it's going to be just a quarterback draw up the middle. More of just a safe play rather than an attempt to pick up the first down. It'll still be a 4th and long scenario, so the Lakers are going to punt it away. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining as we approach the 4-minute mark in the first half of play. This second quarter has gone by really quickly. Snap goes over the head of the punter, Shattuck. Good athletic play to go back and make the catch still and still get the punt away. It'll be returned to about the 48-yard line by Chamberlain. And that's where the Lions will take possession, trying to put up their 21st point of the game. Plenty of time on the clock with 3 timeouts and 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the first half.
Skaneateles Lakers 14-7. First and 10 Lions from the 48-yard line.
Lions have had a few successful pass plays, but they haven't really gone to it much this first half. I mean, why would you when you can run the ball like they have so far? That's a nice 5-yard gain to start things off in this drive. Eventually, though, the clock might play a factor in having them put the ball in the air. It'll be second and, well, the clock says second and 4, so we'll go with that. It looks more like second and 5 to me. One man in motion. It's going to be another fullback dive to Divine. He's going to gain maybe a yard. Actually, still on his feet. Still on his feet. And wow, he gets to about the first down. Yeah, let's see that again. Divine, he gets held up at about the 45-yard line. He's able to get away from those tacklers. Still finds some running room to plow forward for a few more yards and will pick up the first down. What an individual effort by Divine, who's been very impressive in the first half. Well, misdirection run play is going to gain no yards. It'll bring up second down. This is where the clock is now going to have to play a role here in the play calling. 3 timeouts, so definitely no need to panic for the Lions. But they have quite a bit of ground to cover. They're going to have to go about 43 yards to get into the end zone. And without a passing presence, trying to do it all on the ground, it can get late pretty early here with 2 minutes to go. One man in motion now. It's going to be a pitch to Natali. Excuse me, that was Malcolm. Underneath the 2-minute mark. Remember, in high school football, we do not have a 2-minute warning, so the clock will continue to roll. 3rd down and 9 now, and I'm surprised the Lakers aren't taking a timeout here to try to conserve some clock. Italian motion. Now they're going to pitch it to him. And he's going to try to find some running room, and he is not going to find much at all. It's going to be at the 40-yard line where he stopped. And there is a flag on the play now. So we'll see if this bails out the Lions or if this is going to get the Lakers back the ball, presumably. As I don't see the Lions going for it here in this situation. Officials are talking with the Lakers sideline, so it looks like it will be on General Brown. Hold on the offense. And the officiating crew is trying to figure out where they go with it from here. It looks like it's going to be declined. And so now that'll bring up 4th and 9. And we'll see what the Lions choose to do here. The Lakers will take a timeout. Kind of talk things over. Big 4th down play. That'll be the first charge timeout for the Lakers. General Brown still has all 3. Hey, just letting everybody know out there that is viewing us. We have a program with NBC Watertown called Dining for Charities. You can go to our website, click on the Dining for Charities banner, and it'll take you to a list of options that you can choose local restaurants and businesses. You can pick up gift certificates that you can pretty much pay for get half off of deals, up to 50% off on some of these deals. I mean, and it's good stuff, too. You have Arch Jug, the Mustard Seed, Adams Country Club. Of course, it's not exactly golf weather anymore, but they have been a part of Dining for Charities for quite some time. There's an array of options. Spokes, where you can get some nice tapas. That's Dining for Charities. Back to the action on a 4th down play. Natalia's going to take the handoff, and he's going to get the first down. A big play for the Lions. Still on his feet. He's fighting for yards. This play has to be blown dead, and now it is being blown dead. And this could be timeout territory here for the Lions, having 3 in their pocket. I think it will be. Big play for the Lions, however. We'll see it there on the replay, but good misdirection as Natalia was just waiting for the handoff. The decoy of the motion man kind of had the Lakers going the wrong way before the play even started, and a first down for the Lions. Huge play in this opening half. Don't pick up the first down there. Ball goes back to Skaneateles with 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to go down the field with a passing attack that could stop the clock, conserve clock naturally. Instead, General Brown picks up the first down, retains possession, will probably end the half with the ball, so Skaneateles can't go 2 for 1 and get back-to-back scores. Remember, the Lakers will be receiving in the second half. It's a big play call from head coach Doug Black, who has devised an offense here for this General Brown team that just keeps the defense on their toes. So many options, so many different ways they can go, so many different running backs and quarterbacks that they could use. Screen passes, it's going to be incomplete.
Second and 10 now for the Lions.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for General Brown. Italian motion. He's going to get the pitch, going to the short side of the field, staying on his feet, and oddly enough, not getting out of bounds. And now that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. I don't know, in my eyes there, in my opinion, I believe getting out of bounds and conserving the clock is going to be more important than getting that extra yard. Natalia's a great runner. He's got a great football mind, but fighting for that extra yard is just in his DNA. Not going out of bounds and giving up the extra yard is not. Man now throws it, and it's just going to be thrown away out of bounds. So now with 31 seconds and a 4th and 7 opportunity, we'll see how the how the Lions want to play this. Last time they had a 4th down, and it seemed like the odds were against them. They were able to give the ball to Natalia, and he picked up the first down. We'll see if they can make that magic happen again. 2 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left, with Natalia now in motion. It's going to be a pass, and caught at the 20-yard line, and I don't think he got the first down. That was Malcolm as a receiver, and I think he's maybe about half a yard short, unfortunately. Good play call and a good play. Unfortunately, Malcolm just didn't know where he was in the field, just a little bit short. If he goes a little bit further with that route, the drive continues for the Lions. Instead, it's going to be taking a turnover for downs. And now the Lakers will take the ball to the 20-yard line. Can't really see a scenario where they go for points here. Probably more likely just to kneel on the ball and go into second half. The snap and the kneel. So, an exciting first half of play here in Dexter, New York at Fisher Field. General Brown ahead of Skaneateles 14-7. Skaneateles will have the ball back in the second half to start things off. We're going to take a break until then. This is NBC Watertown's live stream of high school football Section 3 Class C opening round of playoffs. General Brown over Skaneateles 14-7.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. A loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission.
At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is.
What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it isn't. That's AMCO. AA MCO.
I'm Dr. David Rosner.
And I'm Dr. Louis Zulik.
And we are your North Country surgical team.
Most common general surgery procedures can be done in the community hospital setting, like at Carthage Area Hospital.
We can handle the overwhelming bulk of surgical procedures that the community needs, anywhere from tonsils to vasectomies and most things in between.
There's really no reason to travel away from the local area for those procedures.
Patients do not need to have an outside referral. They can self-refer, and in the majority of cases, we can get them in and be seen within a week.
Many people have been concerned about coming in to see their doctor because of the possibility of being exposed to COVID-19.
Here, it's about as safe as you can get. The physicians have all been given vaccinations. The patients are all tested before they come in.
Give us a call at 315-493-0110 if you are needing to be seen for any kind of general surgical problem.
Meanwhile, at Skaneateles Ford, if you're looking to advance your career, we would love to talk to you.
You know what? I like what I see. You seem to have the qualifications we're looking for. Congratulations, you're hired. Hey, Chuck, why don't you tell us about that Ford Lightning?
Chuck Davis here at Skaneateles Ford, introducing the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Have questions about Ford's latest technology? Here it is. Stop in today at Skaneateles Ford.
Take that short drive or visit us online at Skaneatelesford.com. And as always, thank you for your business.
When does an underdog stop being an underdog? After the first big win? The second? Try never. Because being an underdog isn't about how much you win. It's about how hard you're willing to work for it and making sure your opponents never know your next move. Which is why some of us make a point of staying underdogs, even when we're on top. Ram Trucks, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
Hi, I'm Dawn Lilikowski from the Church Street Diner. We are a proud sponsor of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you'd like to save 50% off a purchase, go to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
When you buy some of the best-selling equipment in America, the relationship doesn't just end at the showroom floor. You become part of something bigger, a dedicated parts and certified service team that will keep you productive from day one. Equipment backed by our standard warranty and the Orange Protection Program for extended peace of mind. And a Kubota family that has your back every step of the way. Ask about how we can keep your Kubota running like a Kubota.
White's Farm Supply.
Orthopedics is about more than fixing muscles, bones, and joints. It's about helping you reach your full potential. That's why at Samaritan, our team of board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists provides a full range of personalized orthopedic care right here in our community. It all adds up to elevated orthopedics. Samaritan Orthopedics.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. A loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission.
At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is.
What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it isn't. That's AMCO. AA MCO.
I'm Dr. David Rosner.
And I'm Dr. Louis Zulik.
And we are your North Country surgical team.
Most common general surgery procedures can be done in the community hospital setting, like at Carthage Area Hospital.
We can handle the overwhelming bulk of surgical procedures that the community needs, anywhere from tonsils to vasectomies and most things in between.
There's really no reason to travel away from the local area for those procedures.
Patients do not need to have an outside referral. They can self-refer, and in the majority of cases, we can get them in and be seen within a week.
Many people have been concerned about coming in to see their doctor because of the possibility of being exposed to COVID-19.
Here, it's about as safe as you can get. The physicians have all been given vaccinations. The patients are all tested before they come in.
Give us a call at 315-493-0110 if you are needing to be seen for any kind of general surgical problem.
Meanwhile, at Caskinet Ford, if you're looking to advance your career, we would love to talk to you.
You know what? I like what I see. You seem to have the qualifications we're looking for. Congratulations, you're hired. Hey, Chuck, why don't you tell us about that Ford Lightning?
Chuck Davis here at Caskinet Ford, introducing the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Have questions about Ford's latest technology? Here it is. Stop in today at Caskinet Ford.
Take that short drive or visit us online at Skaneateles.com. And as always, thank you for your business.
When does an underdog stop being an underdog? After the first big win? The second? Try never. Because being an underdog isn't about how much you win. It's about how hard you're willing to work for it and making sure your opponents never know your next move. Which is why some of us make a point of staying underdogs, even when we're on top. Ram Trucks, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
Hi, I'm Dawn Lilikowski from the Church Street Diner. We are a proud sponsor of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you'd like to save 50% off a purchase, go to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
When you buy some of the best-selling equipment in America, the relationship doesn't just end at the showroom floor. You become part of something bigger, a dedicated parts and certified service team that will keep you productive from day one. Equipment backed by our standard warranty and the Orange Protection Program for extended peace of mind. And a Kubota family that has your back every step of the way. Ask about how we can keep your Kubota running like a Kubota.
White's Farm Supply.
Orthopedics is about more than fixing muscles, bones, and joints. It's about helping you reach your full potential. That's why at Samaritan, our team of board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists provides a full range of personalized orthopedic care right here in our community. It all adds up to elevated orthopedics. Samaritan Orthopedics.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. A loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission.
At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is.
What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it isn't. That's AMCO. AA MCO.
I'm Dr. David Rosner.
And I'm Dr. Louis Zulik.
And we are your North Country surgical team.
Most common general surgery procedures can be done in the community hospital setting, like at Carthage Area Hospital.
We can handle the overwhelming bulk of surgical procedures that the community needs, anywhere from tonsils to vasectomies, and most things in between.
There's really no reason to travel away from the local area for those procedures.
Patients do not need to have an outside referral. They can self-refer, and in the majority of cases, we can get them in and be seen within a week.
Many people have been concerned about coming in to see their doctor because of the possibility of being exposed to COVID-19.
Here, it's about as safe as you can get. The physicians have all been given vaccinations. The patients are all tested before they come in.
Give us a call at 315-493-0110 if you are needing to be seen for any kind of general surgical problem.
Meanwhile, at Skaneateles Ford, if you're looking to advance your career, we would love to talk to you.
You know what? I like what I see. You seem to have the qualifications we're looking for. Congratulations, you're hired. Hey, Chuck, why don't you tell us about that Ford Lightning?
Chuck Davis here at Skaneateles Ford, introducing the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Have questions about Ford's latest technology? Here it is. Stop in today at Skaneateles Ford.
Take that short drive or visit us online at Skaneateles.com. And as always, thank you for your business.
When does an underdog stop being an underdog? After the first big win? The second? Try never. Because being an underdog isn't about how much you win. It's about how hard you're willing to work for it and making sure your opponents never know your next move. Which is why some of us make a point of staying underdogs, even when we're on top. Ram Trucks, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
Hi, I'm Dawn Lilikowski from the Church Street Diner. We are a proud sponsor of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you'd like to save 50% off a purchase, go to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
When you buy some of the best-selling equipment in America, the relationship doesn't just end at the showroom floor. You become part of something bigger, a dedicated parts and certified service team that will keep you productive from day one. Equipment backed by our standard warranty and the Orange Protection Program for extended peace of mind. And a Kubota family that has your back every step of the way. Ask about how we can keep your Kubota running like a Kubota.
White's Farm Supply.
Orthopedics is about more than fixing muscles, bones, and joints. It's about helping you reach your full potential. That's why at Samaritan, our team of board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists provides a full range of personalized orthopedic care right here in our community. It all adds up to elevated orthopedics. Samaritan Orthopedics.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. A loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission.
At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is.
What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it isn't. That's AMCO. AA MCO.
I'm Dr. David Rosner.
And I'm Dr. Louis Zulik.
And we are your North Country surgical team.
Most common general surgery procedures can be done in the community hospital setting, like at Carthage Area Hospital.
We can handle the overwhelming bulk of surgical procedures that the community needs, anywhere from tonsils to vasectomies, and most things in between.
There's really no reason to travel away from the local area for those procedures.
Patients do not need to have an outside referral. They can self-refer, and in the majority of cases, we can get them in and be seen within a week.
Many people have been concerned about coming in to see their doctor because of the possibility of being exposed to COVID-19.
Here, it's about as safe as you can get. The physicians have all been given vaccinations. The patients are all tested before they come in.
Give us a call at 315-493-0110 if you are needing to be seen for any kind of general surgical problem.
Meanwhile, at Skaneateles Ford, if you're looking to advance your career, we would love to talk to you.
You know what? I like what I see. You seem to have the qualifications we're looking for. Congratulations, you're hired. Hey, Chuck, why don't you tell us about that Ford Lightning?
Chuck Davis here at Skaneateles Ford, introducing the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Have questions about Ford's latest technology? Here it is. Stop in today at Skaneateles Ford.
Take that short drive or visit us online at Skaneateles.com. And as always, thank you for your business.
When does an underdog stop being an underdog? After the first big win? The second? Try never. Because being an underdog isn't about how much you win. It's about how hard you're willing to work for it and making sure your opponents never know your next move. Which is why some of us make a point of staying underdogs, even when we're on top. Ram Trucks, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
Hi, I'm Dawn Lilikowski from the Church Street Diner. We are a proud sponsor of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you'd like to save 50% off a purchase, go to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
And we are back to the field after a halftime break. General Brown leading Skaneateles 14-7. After it looked like the Lakers were going to get off to a rocket start, they kind of sizzled out towards the end of the first half, and we'll see if they can get that spark back as they will receive. General Brown will kick it away to start things off here in the second half. Skaneateles Ford in Carthage is your go-to place for every Ford new and used here in the area. They really do have the best service, best sales staff, the whole 9 yards. That's all Skaneateles Ford out there in Carthage, an overall sponsor for our live streams. Carthage Area Hospital also has some of the shortest ER wait times of the North Country. They're a sponsor here for us tonight. So they are also asking us to choose a player of the game, and I can think of a few General Brown Lions who have already made a pretty good case to have their name picked. Also head up to Carthage Area Hospital for labor and delivery services, where they are specialists there. That's Carthage Area Hospital. And just a reminder, we still have Dining for Charities. It's a banner on our website where you can save up to 50% going to very popular restaurants and locations here in the area. Not just Watertown, all the way across all of North Country. We have some locations where you can save money. These are good areas, too. Good restaurants, good establishments. Arch Jug and Mustard Seed, Spokes, Tapas. You can go check it out there on the Dining for Charities, and some of the proceeds will go to a local charity. The charity actually changes quarterly, so stay up to date who we're helping out at this time. But around the holidays, you really can't beat it.
They bring it out to about the 40-yard line, 39-yard line, first and 10 Lakers.
So after the kickoff, now the Lakers will try to get their first offensive touchdown on the board. Remember, they got their first touchdown and only touchdown by a pick six by Patrick Hare, who's also the quarterback tonight for the Lakers. Different formation there, the power I. Brunel is going to get to about the line of scrimmage, where he's met by a few Lions. Maybe, I think Malcolm was in there first for the Lions to put an end to that play. Second down and 10 now. The Lakers' offense just has not been able to get started. Struggling to move the ball down the field against a very, very good General Brown Lions team. Second down play will gain some positive yards. Natali in there on the stop, but Brunel was able to get about 4 or 5 yards charging forward. It'll be about 3rd and 6. Not exactly the situation you want to be in if you're the Lakers. You're probably at 3rd down hoping to be closer in the 3rd and 3 range, 3rd and 2 range. 3rd and 6 is maybe just a touch uncomfortable, but you can definitely see they have some athletes on this team that 3rd and 6 is more than doable for him. Here's a snap in. It's going to be a handoff. Good interior defense by, it looks like Natali got in there first. A little bit of help by Devin Hicks. Also Brock McManaman in there as well. That'll bring up 4th and 6 now. And we'll see if the Lakers do intend to go for it here, if it's going to be one of those really quick punt plays that they had in the first half. False start on the offense, and some frustration now for the Lakers as well, as Brunel and Hare are having some words. That's going to push the Lakers back 5 yards, and I don't think you're going to fool anyone here if you're the Lakers. I imagine they're probably just going to aim to punt it away. They are lining up like they're going to go for it, but I've been fooled before. If I was the Lions, I would still just put someone back. He is going to punt it. And not a good one at that. It's going to kind of go off the side of the foot. That's kind of the risk-reward that you play with using that kind of punt play. It does kind of fool the defense in. The defense can't really afford to put someone all the way back like they're going to receive a kick. But on the same token, it doesn't really allow the punter to kind of set his feet and really get behind the kick. That time it rolled off the side of Hare's foot. And it is going to be General Brown ball at around the 37-yard line. First down play for Natali, driving forward. Tackled by Finlay Coyne. Good play on first down to get 6 yards. Really ahead of schedule now. Playbook wide open for the Lions. They don't pass the ball very often. If you're just joining us, the quarterback McManaman has thrown a pick 6 already. That's how the Lakers got their opening points. Devine on the carry is going to get a first down as he gets the ball at offensive territory past the 50-yard line, but not much. Maybe 49-yard line is where he was tackled. Chains will move, and the Lions in business on their first possession of the second half.
First and 10 Lions now from the Lakers 49. Tackle made there by the Lakers number 10, Patrick Hurd. Just over 9 minutes left play for the third.
First and 10 now. It's going to be a run up the middle for Devine. I think the ball came out, and the Lakers were able to fall on it. The call on the field is it is a fumble. That Devine was not down. Big play for the Lakers, exactly what they needed going and punting the ball in their opening drive. Now they get a big break. They get the ball back. Favorable territory around the 45-yard line. And the second turnover for the Lions. So we talked about a little bit earlier about how the Lakers really need to start putting points up on the board. That's the obvious. And I'm sure everyone at home is going, yeah, duh. But at this point, really, the Lakers have not really shown that they've been able to get and string first downs together. They really need to just prove a point to the Lions defense that they can get the job done. Right now, the Lions are just pinning their ears back and just sending all the pressure that they have. Stringing a couple of first downs will kind of make the Lions change their game plan a little bit, kind of switch things up. It could open some things up here for the Lakers. They need to get some consecutive plays with some positive yards. 2nd and 5 now. It's going to be another screen pass. That's going to be maybe a yard or so, if that. Peyton Banuski on the reception.
Lions number 11, Luke Heller there on stop.
You know, Hare's obviously a really good quarterback. And it looks like he's got the athleticism, he's got the arm to throw the ball down the field. They haven't really looked to put the ball in the air 10, 15, 20 yards down the field, however, and let him really air it out, test the cornerbacks. They've been really utilizing screen passes, but they've used so many screen passes so far that I think General Brown is starting to realize that as soon as he drops back to pass, or it looks like he's going to pass, that they're already playing the screen. As they're doing it right now as well. Hare running for his life here. He's going to throw it up and out of bounds. Well, I was just talking about the screen passes. That's exactly what General Brown snuffed out pretty much immediately as he looked to pass. He was going to roll to the right, try to throw a screen pass back to his left. Little misdirection play, but General Brown saw that play coming a mile away and was able just to put an end to it before it even began. And this is a good Skaneateles team. I mean, depending, minus what the record says or how they've played on offense so far, or any of those metrics, this is a good Skaneateles team. General Brown is just that good as a 3 seed, probably one of the better 3 seeds in the area. This is the big play that the Lakers needed, however, a touchdown. Nate Shattuck with a big reception for the Lakers. About 48 yards for the Lakers, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered. Just as soon as you think Skaneateles is going to punt it away or do I have a turnover on downs, however, as that was 4th down, they bust open the big play of the game, the biggest play of the game so far, a 48-yard touchdown. Extra point pending here. Laces were not out, but still the extra point is very good for the Lakers. What a big turn of events. It looked like the Lakers were going to be stopped 4 and out, and General Brown's going to get the ball back in very good territory instead. They put up 7 points and not up the score here in Dexter, New York, on a beautiful night for Section 3 Class C football. As always, Amco Transmissions is our touchdown sponsor, as they have been all year long. They are a local family with a national brand, the best of both worlds. They can help you with all your car care needs, transmissions, oil changes, the whole nine. Go and check them out. That's Amco Transmissions on there on Coffeen Street in Watertown, not far from here in Dexter, New York. Also, Skaneateles Ford is our overall sponsor, as they have been pretty much since the beginning of our endeavors here with live stream and bringing you local high school athletics. The best selection of new and used Ford vehicles. They're also expanding their service department, and I cannot wait for that to be finished, as they are putting on a lot of work there in Carthage. Skaneateles Ford. Kickoff taken to about the 25-yard line, I believe. And now the Lakers will try to rebuttal. Excuse me, the Lions will try to rebuttal it. It's really interesting. Football's a funny game sometimes. It's really felt like after the opening drive of the game when General Brown gave up the pick 6 that it's been all General Brown football. They've had all the success and really controlled the game, but it's a tie ball game right now. The Lakers have really bared down in key moments, as they just did on 1st down there. And honestly, the key here for Skaneateles is on offense, they've been pretty quiet. And on defense, they've let General Brown get some yards, but they're still tied. You know, just holding on. That's all you need to do, especially when you're the underdogs going into a game or the higher seed. Just hold on and give yourself a chance in the 4th quarter. And so far, that is exactly what the Lakers have put themselves in position to do. Natali now is going to get the 1st down after a good hard run and some second effort yards. Going to be just shy of the 50-yard line, be about the 42. Seems like this entire half has been played at the 50-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Natali gets the pitch. Actually, Malcolm that time. I've said it once and I'll say it again. General Brown just has a habit of staying on schedule. First down, they're getting 6 yards or 7 yards more often than not, and that opens up the playbook for whatever they want to do on second down. So far, Skaneateles has had an issue kind of getting those big yards on first down. It's put them behind schedule, and then they're pressing to get a big play on second and third down. Second down didn't work out for the Lions this time. I think back to the line of scrimmage is about all he got. And that'll bring up about third down and 3. One man in motion here for the Lions. It'll be Devine. Gets his jersey dragged, but still on his feet, plowing forward. Depends on the spot. The way I see it is he has a first down. I think the officials think the same as well. They're going to signal for the first down, and it's a fresh set. 1st and 10 now on the opposite side of the field for the home team. This is where running the ball so often and just those hard, powerful runs is going to pay off for the Lions. Eventually, the defense is going to get worn out. Eventually, the defense is going to get fatigued, and that's when you open up the big 20, 30, 40-yard runs. Nico Decker on the stop for Skaneateles as Natali takes it up for a 2nd and 5. Compact formation that we've seen all year and all game here for General Brown. It's going to go for a first down here. That's Natali on the pitch as he was in motion. Gets about 4 or 5 more yards than he needed for the first down, and they're going to move the chains down the field. Packed crowd here at Fisher Field on the home side, at least. On the away side, Skaneateles it's a pretty decent drive, so I can see why there'd be a few empty seats over on the visitor side. Pretty strong fan base, though, despite, not the numbers aren't there, but you've heard them in key and pivotal parts tonight. Malcolm takes the pitch and should get about 10 yards on that play. And it will be 10 yards. Okay, so I thought that the ball was kind of marked dangerously close to the yardage marker that they needed for a first down, and I thought I must have been seeing things, but officials got it right, did signal for the first down to be a fresh set, 1st and 10. Devine now is going to be faked to the handoff. It's going to be back over to Natali on a triple option and gets about 7 yards or so.
Second down and 3.
Approaching the 3-minute mark, General Brown moving the ball down the field. Not very much farther to go, however. About 16 more yards for the touchdown. Malcolm might have it here. He's got some running room, and it's a score for the home team. Gabe Malcolm takes the pitch, and that's going to put him up 6 points with a point after pending. A big play for the Lions, who went right down the field and scored 20-6 here in the third quarter of play. We'll see it on the replay. Malcolm in motion, as General Brown's done pretty much all night, giving it to the motion man, who kind of gets a little bit of momentum before he gets the ball. And the Lakers had absolutely zero shot of taking him down. A lot of running room and a hard-charging running back. 6 points, and now let's make it 7 after the extra point is good. A big score here for the home team, 21-14 here at Fisher Field. General Brown regains the lead. course, that touchdown was sponsored by Amco Transmissions on Coffeen Street. I also want to tell you about Caskinet Ford. They're a local sponsor. The best in the business when it comes to car sales and customer satisfaction out there in Carthage, Caskinet Ford. Also, Carthage Area Hospital is a sponsor. They have some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country, and believe me, if you are an athlete and you have an injury, you do not want to be waiting in a waiting room. That's Carthage Area Hospital. Big score for the Lions, 21-14. They are on top as they're going to kick it away. It's Chamberlain, who's been doing the kicking duties all night long. He'll retain. He has had the tendency to put kicks out of bounds. We'll see if he keeps this one in play. It looks like he will. It is over the sideline and taken at the 25-yard line where he'll be upended. That's Nate Shattuck. Shattuck has the 48-yard touchdown reception that knotted up the score momentarily until General Brown just regained the lead on the last drive. However, Skaneateles has shown that they can move the ball down the field. A few successful pass plays, one big pass play for the Lakers, and we're in business here. Two receivers to the right and two to the left for Hare. One man in motion with the running back to his right. He's going to get it this time. Brunel, good cut up field. He's going to gain positive yards. Not a lot, but still a pretty decent effort by himself there. Just 2nd and 7 or so for the Lakers.
Second down and 7 yards.
It's a good shot there of the defense here for General Brown, who's played so well. Iconic uniforms here in the North Country. Sharp gold and blue. Almost kind of like a maze, like the Michigan Wolverines. They also have the helmets to match. Decker gets the catch that time. Gets about 5 yards and pretty manageable 3rd down opportunity. It's called about 3rd and 3 or so. Clock does continue to run. We're under the 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter of play. This quarter gone by pretty quickly. A lot of success here for General Brown keeping the ball on the ground, and the Lakers were able to push the ball down the field as well through the air. Not a lot of incompletions. It's made the clock go pretty smoothly. So that 3rd down play, I believe the officials are going to call that the knee was down when he caught the ball, which obviously in high school and in the college level, if the knee is down, it ends the play. I think that's the right call from where I was, from our perspective. Fans really getting involved now. Our camera's shaking. It's go time just before the 4th quarter. Hare now is going to pass in. It's going to be knocked down. A big 4th down stop for the General Brown Lions. And a huge turn of events. Instead of a 1st down on 3rd down play, it's an incomplete pass on 4th down, a turnover and downs, and now the Lions will take possession on the offensive side of the field with a full head of steam, trying to make it a 2-score game. Huge turning point there with a big call by the officials that I believe they got right. Big stiff arm for Natali, and he can really make him pay. Goes out of bounds after a 1st down. Huge stiff arm from Natali, getting some extra running room. Power running from pretty much every running back that we've seen here for the Lions. You know, some teams have a bunch of playmakers that are more dancers. They juke. They try to spin out of tackles. They don't have the power tendencies. They also don't have the mentality to finish every single run. These General Brown Lions finish every single run, always fighting for that extra yard. Kind of a quarterback sneak here for McManaman. We'll see where they stop the play. Looks like maybe he got a yard. And this could be the end of the third quarter. I believe it will be. So the Lions are going to take a one-score lead. They're driving with the ball, trying to make it two. Could be a very pivotal drive coming out of the third quarter break. We'll see if the Lions can hold on and go to the next round. It's right here on NBC Watertown. Stay tuned.
Has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
And we are back to the field. General Brown holding a one-score lead, but driving with a lot of success to see if they can finish it off in the first part of this fourth quarter. One team fighting to keep their season alive, the other team just holding on, hoping they don't go home tonight. Tally is going to get that carry, and he's going to take it pretty close to a first down. And it will be called a first down. Big play for the Lions now. Get a fresh set of downs at around the 15-yard line. Natali on the carry yet again. He gets to about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, I am so impressed with the way that Natali carries the ball. He finishes every single run, fights for those extra yards, and that is the difference in these close games. Fighting for first downs, keeping that clock running, especially when you have that lead. It's a mentality you just simply can't coach, and there's probably about 3 or 4 Lions on this team that just has it built right into their DNA. McManaman's going to take it himself. Had a lane to the end zone, but it closed very quickly. Will Feeney in there on the stop for the Lakers. Looks like there's going to be a flag on the play. I kind of missed exactly what happened. There's a lot of protesting going on by the side of the Lakers. I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call. It will be. Of course, we don't get the number here at the high school level. Looked like there was some extracurricular activities, but from my angle, I couldn't really see the aggressiveness or the level that it carried out to. Obviously, it reached a level where the officials were uncomfortable with, and they called the flag. So now it's going to be first and goal from the 4-yard line, where General Brown is pretty much locked in for a touchdown. Staying on his feet and charging forward for a touchdown, that's Natali. And that's going to be a big score for General Brown. Absolutely huge. Going up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Really going to put the Lakers on their heels now and force the issue, trying to put points up on the board against a really good General Brown defense. We'll see it here. I didn't mean to jinx the Lions, but I was pretty confident they were going to score in one of these next 4 plays, and they made it happen on the first one. Natali just fighting for extra yards, a couple spin moves and power running, gets into the end zone and puts up 6 points. 7th is added with the kick. 28-14 to score. General Brown over Skaneateles, another Amco Transmissions touchdown. Out of market here, or now I guess I should say out of market, but out of town in Section 3. Some other games are underway. Baldwinsville over Rome Free Academy 48-6. CNS over Henniger 48-13. Those are in Class A. or Class AA. In Class A, West Genesee taking care of business against Carthage 36-0 in the fourth quarter. Whitesboro over Auburn 28-0. And the last update there was from the second quarter. New Hartford took down Corcoran. A lot of people thought Corcoran was going to be the dark horse in Class A, Section 3. New Hartford takes care of business there 21-12. And FM, the number 1 seed, at halftime was leading ESM 35-14. That kick goes out of bounds. Chamberlain has had the tendency to do that. He's always angling kicks to the sidelines. Obviously coached that way, but a lot of times he gets a little carried away. It does end up going out of bounds. On Class C, in the third quarter was the last update. Holland Patton was beating Bishop Ludden 16-7. And I do not have any scores for Marcellus at Adirondack. Although my best guess is Adirondack is taking care of business there, but do not have any score updates to report. Big drive for the Lakers. It's not a must-have for a touchdown, but it's going to put a lot of pressure on them if they can't get into the end zone here, or at least put up some points. Pass here for Heron. He's going to go down. Big sack by his two big linemen, Armando Orsesi and Brock McManaman. They've been in the backfield all day, all game long. Gabe Raleigh was in there. I mean, this front four, actually really front seven here for the Lions is just so intimidating. They played so well in this game, and it's really caused some havoc here for the Lakers. Just have not been able to control that front seven. Way behind schedule now, 2nd and 20. Ball on the 29-yard line. Lakers are going to have to pass. Stepping up in the pocket is Hole. Now he evades to his left. Throws it deep. It's single coverage down there, and good defense in the secondary. I believe that was Ben Eckhorn. Huge play. It kind of looked like Eckhorn was on an island out there. Well, look at the replay. Good job by Hare to get out of the pocket and just give it a chance. It was one-on-one coverage. It was a jump ball down the field. Decker could have come up with it if it wasn't for an exceptional play in the secondary. Huge play for the Lions. Fan base getting involved now. A lot of beating of the bleachers and a huge sack. I'm starting to sound like the late Billy Fusella with a bunch of huge plays here for the Lions, but these are the plays that championship teams make. A big pass breakup in the secondary and then a huge sack. Now the Lions, the full array of what they can do on offense and on defense is on full display. Chamberlain is going to return. Gets probably about 15 to 20 yards on the return. A good return. Safe. And now the Lions can go up 3 scores with a touchdown, and if they take a good amount of time off the clock, really kind of salt this game away. Hey, Carthage Area Hospital is a sponsor for us here on our live stream endeavors and our high school football live streams as well. Some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country. Many services they specialize in. You got to go check them out. It's Carthage Area Hospital. The pitch to Natali, and now he's in business. Should be about a gain of 7, I believe. It's probably where they're marking him out. It'll be 2nd and 3. Staying on schedule and making second down opportunities very, very manageable. One receiver way out to the right for the Lions, one to the left, one man in motion. Looks like it's going to be a keeper by McManaman. That should be good enough for a first down.
He picks up about 5 yards. That'll be a Lions first down.
So 1st and 10, the Lions move the ball down the field. This is where championship teams get the job done. Continuing to get first downs, continuing to make the clock move. Disciplined football, no flags, no turnovers. This is the brand of football that you come to expect. And there's a fumble here. I believe Natale was able to recover it. Almost jinxed him again. Whew. Just as I was saying, no turnovers. It just kind of had the makings of the ball going to be popping out. The Divine, a little careless with the football. That would have been a second fumble of the game. Lost fumble of the game. It is a second. And they're going to go right back to the Divine again.
Keep on the left-hand side. A 5-yard carry.
And now there's going to be a flag. Very, very late flag. That actually was not Divine. That was Hayden Moody on the carry.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Skaneateles. That'll cost him 15
There's going to be an
yards.
unsportsmanlike conduct on Skaneateles. It's on Nate Shattuck. And he is incredibly upset with something that happened down there. I believe the officials have been talking to the coaching staff of Skaneateles as well, maybe giving the coaching staff a warning as to his behavior as well. And that's going to be Natale for a touchdown. Big score for the Lions. 3-score advantage now. And Natale really making his mark on this game. Probably going to be the MVP of this game. So the point after pending, 34-14, which Chamberlain has been pretty efficient all year long. Granted, they did have a fumbled snap in the first quarter, so they had to go for 2. Another snap was kind of mishandled, and that's going to be no good. That wasn't Chamberlain's fault, it was just kind of a mishandle on the snap. So 34-14, the score will rest. We'll see if that extra point comes back to haunt General Brown. But Skaneateles really has to make some magic happen, scoring often and quickly in this final 7 minutes and 26 seconds.
7:26 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
You know, with the chance that this is our last live stream of high school football for this year, we really just want to thank Caskanet Ford for all they do and being our overall sponsor. They make, in addition to our other sponsors, they make it possible for us to be able to bring you live high school football action right to your living rooms, right to your tablets, your phones, your computers, your TVs. They're out there in Carthage with the best selection. I truly mean this, the best selection and the best service of new and used vehicles. Ford vehicles at that. I'm a Ford man myself. I have the F-150. Love every bit of it. That's Caskanet Ford. Kick is going to be short and to the left.
Lakers will take over 1st and 10.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lakers in pretty good field position. $20-point disadvantage here for the Lakers. Can be kind of a daunting task to come back with only 7 minutes and 24 seconds. We'll see if they can bear it down and make some magic happen. Harris going to roll to the left. He's going to send it out to his receiver on the left side. That's Banuski. That's going to be about an 8-yard gain, and the clock will continue to run. Keep in mind the Lakers really the whole team is getting to a point where they're a little bit frustrated and a little bit down after seeing a deficit of 3 scores just hit the board. We'll see if they're able to regain their composure. We saw Nate Shattuck cause a unsportsmanlike conduct and then have to be restrained by his own teammates. So, little actions like that sometimes kind of weigh in the back of a team's head and they can get down on themselves early. There's still plenty of football to be had, and we talked about it at halftime, and obviously we weren't live for it, so you didn't hear it, but about 3 years ago, I was sitting in this very seat calling an Indian River against Auburn game, in a game where Indian River was ahead by, I believe, 35 points in the third quarter, and I had pretty much already packed their bags for them to send them to the Dome. And by the fourth quarter, Auburn kept chipping away, and erased a 35-point deficit, and ended up coming back to beat Indian River in 3 overtimes. So it's definitely doable. Anything's possible here in high school football. Hare's going to keep it himself, going to lower the shoulder. And it looks like he has more than enough for a first down, maybe by about a yard.
Back on the line, number 52, Brock McManaman. Hers got enough for Lakers' first down.
Brock McManaman on the stop for the Lions. 1st and 10 now after that run was good enough for a first down. Pretty soon there has to be some urgency here for the Lakers, trying to get the play call in. Taking a little bit of time. They don't huddle, so that helps. But at the same token, about 10-15 seconds to get the play in and get set. Hare rolls to the left, fakes the pass, a little pump fake, and now he's going to head upfield. He'll gain some positive yards, about 6 or so, depending on where they see when he went out of bounds. Actually, they're going to get him for about 8 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 2. Now, if I'm the Lions, I'm pretty much just protecting the sidelines and letting them get some positive yards, but keeping them in bounds and letting that clock continue to run. You have a 3-score lead. You can bend, but don't break if you're the General Brown Lions. Now a roll to the right for Hare. He's looking deep. He's going to throw a high. It's going to be caught. A jump ball opportunity taken down by Nico Decker. It looked originally like Gabe Malcolm was going to be able to make a play, but he slipped at the last second and left it wide open for Decker. We'll see here on the replay, just a high floating pass. Malcolm slips before he's able to make a play on the ball, and Decker comes down with it. McManaman on the stop there for the Lions. Hare now rolls to the left. And it looks like that's going to be a late flag. It will. Gabe Malcolm just a little bit too late getting to the quarterback. Hare. So that's going to bring an unnecessary roughness call against the Lions and push the ball up the field for the Lakers for automatic first down. You know, I do understand the frustration for the defenses on that call because you never know. You're always taught to finish the play. And you never know when a quarterback might fake going out of bounds and just cut up field for an extra 10-15 yards. In that scenario, however, it was very clear that Hare was going to go out of bounds. He might have had a foot, maybe a foot and a half out of bounds by the time he got hit. There are times where you can sympathize with the defense, and there's other times where that one was fairly obvious Hare was giving himself up on the play. Now a roll to the right. A lob into the end zone. It's caught. A touchdown for the Skaneateles Lakers. Grayson Brunell on the touchdown reception. The second touchdown pass for the quarterback, Patrick Hare. And a little bit of life now here for the Lakers. Brunell in motion. You know, we've seen the motion man score touchdowns quite often in this game from both sides. Brunel was just able to get behind McManaman and convert there. 34-20 to score. Point after pending. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up. It looks very good, and it is. 34-21 now. And, you know, now you're at the point where you're starting to think onside kick and trying to get the ball back. And if Skaneateles does get the onside kick, look out. Could be a brand new ball game. General Brown's hands team is going to be out on the field, I imagine. This could be a scenario where we look back at the missed extra point for General Brown as well, if it comes back to play a part. Skaneateles will kick it away. It does look like the hands team is out there for the Lions, really defending against a possible onside kick. Only one man back for the Lions. Let's see if they do elect to onside kick. They will. It's kicked up and pretty much sent clear out of bounds. Not much of an opportunity for an onside kick there. Flag on the play, obviously, as the kick went out of bounds, and General Brown will take possession. And this is where General Brown excels. They are so good on the ground. They're so good just keeping the ball moving forward for first downs. So 1st and 10 here for the Lions. It's going to be a pitch to Natali. And he's going to gain a lot of yards. And a first down at that.
First down. The 1st and 10 Lions from the Lakers 46.
First down play for Hayden Moody. He's going to gain a few yards. It's going to be about 4, I should say. But an even bigger issue here for the Lakers is now they're running, the Lions are getting successful runs up the middle of the field, keeping that clock running. Looks like it's going to be a first down for the Lions. The pitch goes to the strong side.
Dave Madison leading the way. First down, Lions.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout on the field. Now, while we have a break in the action, let me tell you about Dining for Charities. It's a program with NBC Watertown, where you can go on NBCWatertown.com. You can click the Dining for Charities banner. You can save up to 50% at very popular locations in the area, all while helping a local nonprofit. Go in and check them out. That's Dining for Charities. Under the 4-minute mark, the Lions are trying to salt this game away. They really can with a touchdown or a couple more first downs. Natali is easily going to get a first down there, staying on his feet, finally taking down. And about around the 18-yard line. That was Nico Decker, who made the stop for the Lakers. Gotta hand it to the fan base here for the General Brown Lions. Really showing out here in Dexter at a cold night. Perfect night for football here in late October, but really getting behind their local team, propelling them for a win, honestly. At the very opening part, it was kind of quiet, but they really rallied around their team, and they really kind of helped them join a huge lead, which is about to be a 4-touchdown lead, and actually it's going to be taken back by a hold by Ben Eckhorn. Not the worst thing in the world for the Lions, however. They're able to, even though the points come off the board. Actually, it's going to be no flag on the play.
13-yard scamper for Caleb McCallie. Touchdown, General Brown.
So the flag gets picked up, and it's going to be a touchdown that stands for the Lions. Despite the protest from Patrick Hare, he's pleading with the line judge that he was held, that the flag should not have been picked up. Nonetheless, it will stand. 6 points for the Lions, and we'll see if they get the extra point here to make it 41-21. Snap, the hold is good. The kick is very good. 41-21 here at Fisher Field. General Brown is cruising. You can pack your bags, I'd say, to the next round. Of course, I've already said that before one year, and it came back to bite me. I'm pretty confident in this one, though. General Brown has just been way too strong for the Lakers to overcome tonight. You're also going to get to a point where, frustrations are going to set in naturally. Skaneateles is starting to, come to the realization that their season is coming to an end. It's probably going to be a point where General Brown maybe starts to sit the starters. It's going to become very physical very quickly in a lot of different ways. Great effort here from the away team, Skaneateles, however. I know it's not over yet. There's still 3 minutes to go. But they stuck with General Brown, made it just a one-score game at half in a game where a lot of people thought or picked General Brown to kind of steamroll the visitors. Really made it a scare at half, and they came away with a 7-point lead to start things off, and from there, kind of General Brown was able to settle in. But nonetheless, still some good talent on this team for the Lakers. I know they're losing their quarterback and running back combo, losing their top wide receivers as well, Shattuck and Decker, so it could be a rebuilding year next year for the Lakers, but this year they had a good squad. Ball at the 35-yard line for General Brown, for Skaneateles. General Brown holds the 41-21 lead. Hare's going to roll to his left. He does get it over to Decker. Good juke move and a stiff arm. I don't think he was able to get out of bounds, however. He stays in bounds. It'll be about a 8-yard gain, let's call it. It'll be 2nd and down. A little bit more urgency on this drive for the Lakers. It's going to be a big pass to the right side and dropped by Nate Shattuck. He was gone for a touchdown. It's almost as if General Brown just didn't even know he was out there. Patrick Hare noticed that he was pretty much uncovered, called the go route, and Shattuck was gone if he just catches the ball. Have to bear down now, however. It's 3rd down. Hare looked to Shattuck this time. He's not going to be able to get it to him. He is able to get a short pass for a first down, however. I believe that was thrown over to Torrin Bennett, the sophomore, who's Torrin Bennett's probably going to be the quarterback next year. He's listed as quarterback number 2 on the depth chart now. He's a sophomore, so he'll probably have 2 years at the helm. Approaching the 2-minute mark, the Lakers are moving. We're down the middle of the field. That ball is dropped. I believe that was Grayson Brunel. He's had his name called all night tonight, whether in the running game or in the passing game. He does have a receiving touchdown. And that's going to bring up second down now. So as the timeout was called on the field, I'll go through our sponsors one last time. We really appreciate our sponsors and everything they do, allowing us to bring you high school football. Caskinet Ford in Carthage, they're really the best place to find a new or used Ford vehicle. They're there on Route 26 next to the high school. It's Caskinet Ford. Also, Amco Transmissions, who has sponsored each and every one of our touchdowns this year. Total car care and transmission work from a local family with a national brand. That's Amco Transmissions. Also, Carthage Area Hospital has some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country, and they are specialists in a lot of different areas. They want to highlight their special services in labor and delivery. That's Carthage Area Hospital. And go to our website, Dining for Charities, or our website, NBC Watertown. Click on the Dining for Charities banner. Save up to 50% off local businesses. You get some certificates there and help local nonprofits as well. That's Dining for Charities on NBC Watertown. Hare taken down with a huge sack. That's Devin Hicks in the backfield with Armando Orsesi.
Number 81, Devin Hicks. Number 54, Armando Orsesi. Tackle made in the backfield. Bring up third down and long.
So that's going to bring up third down and very long for the Lakers. Had some opportunities to put some points on the board. 2 possible touchdowns dropped on this drive, set them way back. Now third down. Hare's going to roll deep and throw it deep. Good defense in the secondary by Ben Eckhorn. And that's going to bring up fourth down. And the last faint breath of life here for the Lakers on fourth down. General Brown faithful really letting the offense of the Lakers hear it. Getting in their heads here, upping the volume. It's a fourth down play. Hare going way back. He's about throwing a Hail Mary at this point and dropped again by Shattuck. He had a first down in his hands and it hits the turf. Tough stretch of plays for that kid. He's given a boatload of effort all game and just 2 unfortunate plays. That will now give General Brown the ball back and pretty much the strength of their offense. Running the ball and keep the clock moving. This is all she wrote here for this opening round of the Section 3 Class C championship game. Halfback dive to Hayden Moody, the sophomore fullback.
6 yards, bring up second down and 4.
So the clock does run and it approaches the 1 minute mark. We just want to say thank you to everyone that makes it happen, all the sponsors that we talked about all game long, and Steve Weed Media Productions, who help us do the technical side of things to get you the action. And everyone who makes it happens on the TV station side of things.
About 2 yards. Bring up third down.
We wouldn't be able to do this without a very dedicated staff, and a staff that has really made the commitment to bring you local athletics, high school athletics. It's definitely a cost. It's definitely not easy at times, but we have made a commitment to make this happen and support these local student athletes who work so hard in the classrooms and on the gridiron or their respective playing surfaces. From the top on down, the CEO of Sagamore Hill Broadcasting, Lewis Wall, our general manager, Mark Gaines at NBC Watertown, traffic manager, Eliza Urbanak, our sales staff of Eric Burke, Brianna Kesey, Mike Irie, and then our technical team here as the production director and play-by-play man, myself, Tyler Clemens, our camera operator, Steve Weed, and Connor Lalone, and our technical director tonight and sales rep at NBC Watertown, Zach Zabriskie, all coming together to make this production happen and witness a win here for General Brown, 41-21 on their home field. They will move on. We don't know if this is going to be our last live stream of the year, and if it is, it's been just an absolute pleasure to bring you high school football all year long. If it's not, we'll see you next week, and you can find out on our Facebook page if we're able to do one more game before these teams hit the JMA Wireless Dome in Syracuse. General Brown 41-21 against Skaneateles. They are moving on. We'll update you on Facebook if we are able to do another game. Until then, this has been NBC Watertown's production of high school Section 3 Class C football.